Welcome back to Might and Magic World of Xeen. Last episode covered the King's Castle and, snowballed out of control. We have some wealth and gems on hand. That's after my dealings with the blacksmith, as well as my re-enchanting. Let's review everyone's gear, yes? We've got a thermal sling and amber great axe on Pork and Beans. Equipment-wise, here's what he's wearing for armor and accessories. Necrolotu's got the ruby saber. Necrolotu's also wearing a shield now. And these accessories. Zachary's got these accessories. The emerald plate armor, which if I wanted to sell, would sell for 140,000 gold. Still using the steel katana, longbow. Kaelin is still using the golden nunchakas, longbow. Pearl plate armor. And those accessories. Tiny Shop, the robber, with our burglar ring. Steel chainmail, ebony broadsword, and Vic Bagshot with the knowledge flamberge. I could have, I believe it was a silver flamberge Necrolotu was wearing, but no. We'll keep the knowledge one, as well as this emerald crossbow, life ring, mind ring, armor classes, still there, looking like that. Our spellcasters are over-juiced with spell points, though not by much. Our lowest AC on the team is Pork and Beans. Everyone else is at 30 or above, with Zachary at our absolute highest, courtesy of the emerald plate armor. I have not hit up the bank, and I don't intend to. I want to keep some gems on hand and some party gold. I don't know what purchases I might be making before, either while I'm moving around on the world map or what have you. Though I may very well change my mind and deposit stuff. This episode, I'm heading back to the Witch Tower, to the clouds above the Witch Tower, and floating around them. It's time for us, with our linguist skills, to dig a bit into the prophecy, the guideline for how we are to go about winning this fucking video game. Because, of course, there's a prophecy involved. Why wouldn't there be? We've only got, this well that I've juiced up in, none others, not even the Night Shadow plus 10 levels one. I think we got this. If we don't, we know where there's more power.
Where to?
Witch Tower, please. Thank you. There it is.
I see you have the key to this tower. You may pass.
Delightful. Glad you feel like you need to tell me that every time. Maybe it's in the contract, you know. Must convey those words every single damn time. Okay. Now we are levitating, as you can see over there. And you'd also be able to see if we went here. This spell will expire at 5 a.m. Keep that in mind. We have some harpies. How you doing? Goodbye. We'll have Necrolotu read. Golem, terror, and yak it's told. Have credits for king to hold. Great. Hold my credits. Pork and Beans found a short sword being offered to us. It's a good thing we're crusaders. We'll walk up so that we can... Got an attack animation for us? You do. Thank you. Our friend Vic was tapped, though not for much, considering how we're still at full. We shall destroy the harpy nest that somehow got put up here in the clouds. Seems like an awkward place to nest, but what the fuck do I know? The clerics of Yak you must outwit. Taxman then must have his bit. Good. Good intel, good insights. Here in the witch clouds. Grab some gems. You can take these. 18 gems. Wow. Our time, we're good. For now. Ow. Stupid lightning clouds. We're okay. We lost 10 HP there. 11 gems. Or hell, it could have been a Harpy Queen that's up here. I think there's a Harpy Queen up here. Hell, I don't remember. 5,000 experience is not much for us these days. Pork and beans, you can also take this. It's a long sword, a short sword, and a long sword. Amber short sword, gold long sword. Gold long sword, you say. Alright. What's going on over here? Harpies. Goodbye, harpies. We pack some power these days, you know? Yes. 5,000 experience. There's some more gems. Let's try not to fall off the clouds. That would be awkward. 19 gems for us. 140. Five for your keep is not too dear, since Taxman gives stone to fear. He sure does. Ow, my bones. I will choose to walk. Let's not try to jump and springboard off the clouds. For realism's sake. Yeah. That's what's being threatened here. Realism. He said. Sardonically. There's another 5,000. And if I end up leaving anything behind, so be it. There's got to be something for the next adventurers, right? A broadsword? Got all kinds of blades up here. Cool. Conquer terror, and then you'll see illusion holds magic's key. Indeed. By the way, down here is, I hesitate to call it a landmass, but it's an island you can only reach through teleportation. You do explore over there. There is a statue that provides +1 level permanently for the party. Just A, gotta know about it, and then B, have teleportation to get over there. But you're gonna want to have teleportation anyway, because that's mandatory for beating the video game. Either having a character or an item. But it's essential. One of the essentials. Ow, my bones. Difficult for me to see where everything is, you know? What I could be leaving behind. Forget how many of these prophecy statues are up here, too. I'm willing to fuck around a little bit, though. I got a little itty bit of time. But I'll want to be back on that tower by 5. 17 gems. 24 gems. Thinking about the time it is going to take. For me to, like, curve over here to scope that out and then head back for the tower, and I think I'm just gonna head back for the tower and get zapped along the way. It's fine. I've already looked at this. There is a little bit of area over here that was unexplored. That doesn't look like anything. I could have just hooked back over here fine instead of going around. Save myself a little bit of time. Well, let's just kill some time. I could rest. That would certainly kill time, but we can do this. Each square costs a movement, and I'd rather, like, move down here where it's safer. Perhaps for obvious reasons. Give me another day of sorcery. Cool. Give me a revitalize. And you do not have Day of Protection, but that's okay. You can give me Nature's Cure. Maybe I should handle the revitalize, though, too. Yeah. Good thinking, Grimith. Alright, let's go back to casting this. Because the weaken lowered Pork and Beans' endurance, which actually put Pork and Beans below a HP threshold, so he was slightly below full. Whereas in the case of Necroloto, -1 endurance, but still the same threshold. Okay, and then I will use protection from elements. Yeah, it costs 1 gem. That's fine over using the... I have a box for it in case of emergencies. But recharging that box would cost me a full 10 gems. I think this is fine to just do. Electric damage, please. Alright, let's get back up here. Look at how bright it is. Alright. Did my ass leave anything of consequence or substance up here? All signs point to possibly. But also maybe not. This could have just been a... not a waste of time so much as a unnecessary expenditure of effort. Oh, no, we already got that. There's one more offering. I thought there was going to be one more harpy nest. Another short sword. Alright. I wasn't keeping count. A lot of things didn't happen here. So, what does our prophecy say from our notes? I head down here. Golem and Terror and Yak, it's told, have credits for king to hold. The clerics of Yak you must outwit. Taxman then must have his bit. Buy for your keep is not too dear, since Taxman gives stone to fear. Conquer Terror and then you'll see. Illusion holds magic's key. There could be another statue up here, but that is some pretty effective guidance on where the fuck to go and what the fuck to do. I feel. And my feelings deeply matter. Yeah, we already saw that. Okay. Cool. We were already over here. Alright, we spent 3 more hours basically lollygagging here in the clouds. Feel our work here is done. Give me a Lloyd's Beacon. Cast that. Return to Night Shadow. We good here? We're great. We don't need plus 10 levels. He said, full of confidence. So what, 15 minutes I spent fucking around? 13.
Where to?
Count that with some yammering time. Not too bad. I'm going to refill my spell points before I go. Good. Alright. No, we do have the terror thing. I don't have any strong, inkling to head that direction. Yeah, I don't have any particular, motivation on where I want to go next. There's Asp and Winterkill, which are the other cursed cities, which we, of course, have on our map and can warp to. Let's explore around, River City here. The further we get away from Vertigo, the more my memory is going to go, we'll say. Where I'm not so sure about locations of things and what have you. You discovered a cave full of blue speckled sprite eggs. Crush the eggs in our teeth. 10,000 experience. And by the time we get to Dark Side, my memory is really gonna be. Also, we got a cameo. Oh, sweet. Didn't have to pay for that at all. A flashing cameo. Steel short sword, bug zapper. Lapis broadsword, a shocking saber. That gold longsword is probably worth equipping. I did comment on it earlier. That's +4 to hit and +8 damage. A longsword is 3d3, so you're looking at a 3d3 +8. The ruby saber is absolutely not going to be replaced. What about a steel katana here? Steel is +3 to hit and +6 damage. What does a katana do in regards to, like, damage? Katana is a 4d3, so you have an extra d3 there. Or you have what gold is providing there, which is an extra to hit and 2 extra damage. Would I drop a d3 to get +2 flat damage and a slightly higher to hit bonus? I would. So we'll make that adjustment, provided the clue book is correct on those stats. If need be, I can always take these items to the blacksmith and have them identified individually. The gold nunchuckers are 2d3 damage, so a longsword would be a flat pure upgrade from that. But I'm fine with gold being here. I'm definitely not replacing the ebony broadsword or the knowledge flamberger. The rest of the stuff, lapizzinate. That's a rare material, but that doesn't do enough for us here. Sonic Hand Axe, by the way, is going to provide 5 energy damage. I had some temptation for keeping my weapons that dealt some elemental damage, some energy, some magic, in case I ran into some heavily, like, physically, like, resistant enemies, but I feel like I'm going to be finding more of this stuff, and a hand axe is not something I'm going to go out of my way to keep. Not for what that's bringing to the table for me, anyway. See that we've been over there. We have quite some familiarity. Find some sprites. Keep traveling over here on the overworld. As I sort of refamiliarize myself with the environment. And we did beeline down there to fetch Lagona's remains. Hello. Swamp thing. We're having a hard time hitting Swamp Thing, but we managed. Shoot the sprites out of the air, as is our birthright. We've already been over here and destroyed that. What's over here? Shrine of Magic. 50 magic resistance. I could see this being pretty useful to bring with you into the Temple of Yak, or a number of places. Magic resistance is difficult to come by. Something that I did adjust is making sure that Pork and Beans had an item that provided magic resist, so that he has at least some magic resist, so that his luck can proc on helping him resist magic damage that comes his way. Some evil rangers here, actually dealing some damage. Well, I have some damage too. Crossbow. Don't think I feel like casting a lightning bolt. How about a toxic cloud? And how about you also have a frostbite? But we can count on Pork and Beans and Necrolotu too, to do a pretty good job flattening those enemies. Hello. It's another swamp thing. Rush. I don't think there's anything else out this way, except for, like, maybe more scrolls of enchant item. Oh no, you can't get me. Don't worry, I'll come over there and get you. That'd be rude. Necrolotu taking some damage there. How are we looking on health? We're fine. Stingers. Flatten those real quick. We'll engage in melee. Oh no, there's 2 of them. Alright. We'll give the tree some frostbite. There we go. Crush that pretty well. Nice to see our party being this fast.
You have the proper stone. I'll open the door. Go ahead.
Oh, that's where this is located, huh? I actually forgot where exactly this was on the map. Makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Do I want to? Well, I don't have to do it all the way. I'm not going to be leveling up the entire party once. I know these three qualify, but if I want to hit everyone for training, we're going to need some more. There's some pretty nice stat gains in here. It's just, we are going to go insane. There are another number of tramps. And frankly, I would like to have teleport before I come in here. I have jump, but I would also like to have teleport. I don't have jump. I referenced that earlier this episode. I didn't pick up jump. I installed in Vertigo. Yeah, I must have just saved the money. Bought some other things. Well, no jump and no teleport is a hard pass for me on this dungeon right now. Thanks. The heads are like shaking. No! There's no treasure if you go out, and I'm like... Be that as it may, I'm not staying in here. You can't make me. We got poisoned. There's poison running through our veins. Here is the Tower of High Magic, I'm pretty sure this one is.
Without the proper key to this tower, you may not pass, mortals.
I'll know if there are rain barrels next to it. Yep, there are rain barrels. These are empty. Head bobbing aside. Oh. New. Revitalize. Oh. Think of how much, all the interest I could have gotten had I deposited these gems in the gold, because I wasn't really spending out here. Damn it. No. Could have paid for my spells. No. Speaking of spells, we're on Day of Protection. Because we didn't have one of those active. We just had protection from elements. So let's have one of those active now. There's the pyramid to warp us to Darkside. What's going on over here?
While traveling through Troll Forest recently, I was ambushed. In my haste to escape, I dropped the Holy Book of Elvenkind. I can only hope that it has not been found, for if it happens to fall into the wrong hands, it could lead to the extinction of my entire race. I will reward you well if you can return it to me.
This could be hyperbole. But, you know, we'll see what we can do. No promises. We'll see what we can manage. Evil Archer. Evil Archer brings the lightning damage. And there's the frost over here. These ogres, by the way, I'm pretty sure have a ranged attack, so good for them. Well, not so good for them.
I am Hallen the Efficient. I have moved here from River City to avoid the time wasters that place is full of. To help me keep track of time, I have constructed a massive water clock, but the water freezes every winter. If I had some magical lava from Mount Firestone, I could melt the ice in the clock. Bring me some lava, and I will reward you.
Maybe you should have moved to a different location where you could maybe, like, run the, whatever, Mr. Efficient. Whatever. I'm pretty sure he sass-mouse you if you come back to him without the stone.
You don't have the lava. Why are you standing around wasting time when you could be out looking for lava?
So we would find this, understandably, in the northeastern section of the map, full of very dangerous things and lava. Though I think I remember where the stone is and wouldn't have to engage in a fight to get to it, he said. Without conviction. Hey, you do have a range attack. Good for you. We pack a little punch here. What's going on up here? That is a barbarian. Barbarians have sorcerer hate. If you have any sorcerers in the party, they pick on those. We have no sorcerers in the party. As a matter of fact, we have doom and despair. We're pretty good at that. Oh, that's the war zone. Hey, you can warp here. We were told about that by someone running a tavern, or you could just walk to it. You know where it is. Hello. Asp, that way.
The other day, I was using my scarab of imaging for one of my spells, when suddenly, out of the sky swooped a flock of gargoyles. While I was busy fending off their attack, one of them snatched the scarab. Then they all flew off towards the desert. I know not why they chose to steal my precious scarab, but I must have it back to complete my spell. I will reward you handsomely if you can return it to me.
Okay. We'll see what we can do. No promises. We've spent a few days traveling around out here. Jousters, yeah! We're a bit more powerful these days. And here's Castle Burlock. Whoop. Well, we don't have any more tokens, so me being here does not help me. We can poke our heads in. Say hi. We got a little bit of time left in the episode, I dare say. We have a return appointment. Now, granted, it's still not with heavy fire resist, and it's not with +10 levels, but hear me out. Surely we can defeat it this time, he said, knowing that wasn't true. You don't even have to jump spell to quickly close the distance. Kalen, though, able to get us next to it. Good work, man. You did it. Yeah! You landed it. Thought that was an effective way of ending this episode, to put us in our place. So coming up next time, I think I am going to keep this session rolling. I'm near Asp. Why not go to Asp? Yeah, we can do Asp before we do Winter Kill, no big deal. I'll see you then. Or next. Huzzah. I'm ending the recording now.